So Paul Blair from Oakley Motorcycles has just invited me to come along with him on a really exciting road trip. We're riding 2 zero electric motorcycles from John O'Groats to Land's End to raise money for Mind and to celebrate Oakley Motorcycles becoming a zero dealership. We're going to ride approximately 1,000 miles in 4 days, camping, finding charge points and having a good ride. Our bikes are Zero SRSs, equivalent to a 1000cc petrol bike. And Suzanne will be following us in a Range Rover as support and backup if we need it. Follow us as we take the electric road to Land's End. Today we're off to our third campsite near the Mendip Hills. Our route will take us past Leicester and Coventry and then on through the Cotswolds, around Bath and onto Oak Hill in Somerset.
So day 3 and we're going to start off on our journey soon. It's about 7:30, we're all packed up ready to go. This is a shorter leg of the journey, it's just over 150 miles, so hopefully getting to camp at a sensible time. I mean, it was 10:30 last night that we arrived.
The weather looks good, little chance of rain today for a change, and we're heading towards Bath, or the Mendip Hills really, that's our target.
This leg of the journey is going to be a lot more fun. There's some great roads we've got, charging points planned along the way. We're even going to be looking at stopping at a couple of car dealerships.
Onward and upward, as they say.
Or downwards in this case.
Downward in this case. Paul is a trips navigator, so we're using his phone's GPS to map our route for us. We're also filming the trip using GoPros mounted on my chest, on Paul's helmet and others clamped to various points on the bike to give us a variety of angles as we ride. So Paul had a brainwave this morning, and if we can make it happen, it will save us a lot of time. He called Phil in the office to see if he could help set the plan in motion. We're heading for Leicester now, and Paul's waiting for Phil to call back with some news.
So it's time for a new strategy. We are now leaning on very friendly and helpful car dealerships on the way down, and Nick and the team here at Sitner Audi in Leicester have been very, very kind, very helpful. We've managed to get straight in here. Nick's very happy to help us charge. We're going to go from helpful dealer to helpful dealer. So we're leaving Nick and the team here at Leicester very soon, and we'll be heading down to the Audi dealership at Stratford upon Avon, and we'll be taking the charge in there. And that's our plan now, is to go from car dealership to car dealership, because these guys are very helpful and they've all got the right Type 2 chargers that we need.
This new charging strategy is a great idea of yours, Paul.
Is it cheating? No, I don't really think so. We know they have enough chargers for both bikes at the same time. We know the distance between them, and we should be able to fit 3 chargers in and not get to the campsites too late again.
Hey, the sun's out.
That makes a pleasant change. Much better than yesterday, that's for sure.
I have to say, I'm a bit of a fair weather rider. Loving this countryside too.
So Phil's just called ahead to Audi in Stratford upon Avon, and they're very happy to support us. They'll be ready and welcome us when we get there.
That's great news, Paul. Love it that they're very happy to support the trip. Do they know it's for Mind?
Phil said he'd explain what the trip was all about, so I expect so.
Passing through some lovely countryside, we arrived at Audi in Stratford upon Avon for our next top-up. And in no time, my bike was 100% charged. Whilst we were there, Leslie came down to chat with us.
Amazing what you're doing. So you're just stopping off at different places?
Well, we tried public chargers, but it was a little bit challenging, trying to find the right ones in the right place, and and then we thought, well, why not bring some dealers?
Absolutely.
So we've been obviously to Leicester, to yourself. We're off to Tetbury Audi now.
Okay.
Hopefully they're open, because we can't get off them on the phone at the moment. And then we're going to look at all the Audi dealers through Yeovil, Plymouth, or Exeter, Plymouth, and all the way down to Ventura. So we'll see if we can get some.
Any reason you chose Audi?
Because you're nice, helpful people.
Absolutely.
Back on the road, we continue our journey south. The weather is great and the ride is at its best. So at Tetbury Audi, this is our last charge for the day. We're off to the Mendip Hills, which is about 40 miles away, or the campsite is about 40 miles away. I'm looking forward to a pint.
Tetbury. It's a typical Cotswold town. Love it. The natural stone is so beautiful.
I think it's a medieval town, if I remember right. Lots of history.
This is just a great ride this afternoon.
Yeah, we're making good progress too. Only 10 miles to go.
I'm hungry and thirsty now.
Not long now, my friend. Not long.
Today is our final day, so our destination is Land's End.
We've got an extra rider with us today, one of Paul's friends.
We're getting to see part of our country that we'd never have seen before.
This is an extreme test of these machines, but it's also an extreme test of us.
Look, Land's End, 1 mile. Way!
I can say now that I've done it, which is great, and on electric bikes.